Hey, everybody, and happy Sunday. It's time for another episode of the Illuminary Wrestling Order Show. I'm your girl, Jay. I'm with Nathan Pumps. We're going to get into some good stuff tonight. We're going to talk about TLC. We're going to talk about our wish list for pro wrestling, and we're going to give our best of for the year, just in case we don't get to see you once more before the end of the year. But before we dive into it all, let me bring in the world's most dangerous co-host, beginning with my man's Nate. What's going on, Nate?
I feel like that was a shot at me in case we don't make it through the end of the year. Yeah. Show. All right, I'll be honest with you.
Fearing us, especially the Power Rangers Nation. You should be fearful of us.
I agree. I'm not going to lie. Last weekend, I might have taken some mushrooms, and that might have been the reason why we didn't do a show. So I'm going to take the heat. I'm going to take the heat on that one.
Hi, Mom.
Buddy. You know, oh, shit. All right. See,
I don't care.
But yes. So yeah, we're back. Last week was a whack week anyway, so here we are. One thing I do want to, before I forget, I'm gonna give a pro tip to all the dudes out there during the pandemic, or girls, both. Now this is a Nathan S. Skill relationship segment, for fuck's sake.
Give it to
PSAs.
If you are in a state where you cannot dine in, you should schedule an evening where you and your significant other dress up, as opposed to, you know, your normal sweats and a t-shirt, whatever your quarantine fit is. You know, maybe you guys dress up and do a little business casual, pick up food, have an evening in where both of you get to, you know, maybe look better than you have because of quarantine. And it's a cool little date night situation. And me and my girl did that this weekend, and it was really fun. We dressed up and then went and picked up Italian food and brought it back to the house and ate and got fucked up on wine. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really, you got the clothes anyway. Just, you know, it's a cool date night thing for couples. Anyway.
You guys looked really good, by the way. I love that picture. I love that you love your woman like that, and you guys look like you have a lot of fun. So I thought that was dope. Shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
I can't support Nathan's black shoe choices, but other than that.
Only we're special enough for the black tees. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I like to send Pumps pictures of my shoes, and like I pretty much predominantly wear J's. And no matter what one they are, 1, 3, 4, 5, they're always black. And I sent him to Pumps, and he goes, you know, Pumps is the fucking king of, you know, fucking shoes where the tongue is a giant teddy bear and shit. And he's just like, oh, shocking, your ones are black. Awesome.
That means you kick somebody's ass, because you know when the shoes is black, that means you ready to kick somebody's
ass. Fair enough. Pumps,
good word. Okay. What's up, Pump?
Oh, you know, I had a full week last week, but now I'm off until I don't even know when. I got to go back at some point, but it ain't next week, so woo!
Right. I know that's right.
And how are you liking your new job, Pumps? Being you're getting rid of rodents, right?
Termites, but yeah,
right.
I'm stealing money. I don't do anything.
I love it.
I drive around and smoke Newports, so it's basically like my real life.
Perfect.
I love it. It's good stuff.
Good.
Awesome. So, of course, you know, tonight we're going to talk about the TLC pay-per-view, which, my God, we are all in agreement for the most part that it was a decent show, because we know that the voice of dissent here with the beanie on is never here for anything that is WWE. But tonight, that could change. So we're going to talk about that. And yeah, like I said, we're going to close out talking about our wish list and our best for the year 2021 for pro wrestling and all that good stuff. But let's just jump into the TLC pay-per-view night. You know, it's kind of one of those weirdo fill in the blank storyline. It's a one-off just to kind of carry us through the end of the year and kind of, you know, shave some money out of people during the holiday season.
Yeah, it's between Survivor Series and Royal Rumble, so it's kind of the bridge show.
The bridge is over. So what which match should we start with tonight? I mean, we actually have some good matches to choose
Yeah.
from. So, what do you think? What should we lead off with, Nate?
I mean, we can start with the first match of the night, which was AJ and Drew, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Yes, and it was good.
Yep.
I didn't really. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the Miz cash in or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think he should have won.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do that, then make it be a real splash. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, listen, AJ can have a good match with, me and Josh and Pumps not knowing any fucking wrestling. And Jay, you would be in there, but they don't do mixed matches anymore.
I just want to referee it. I just referee
it. Yeah. I think Drew is doing his best. I like him. I don't feel one way or another about him. I think that it's okay that he's the champ. I'm not hating on it. I get that they can't just put the belt back on AJ. AJ's one of those guys that they say, maybe doesn't need a title to be.
Yeah, AJ's evergreen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So it was good. Our boy Jordan got the ring a little bit.
Right.
I liked his chair spot. I thought that was cool. Hopefully we can get him on the show.
What were they calling him? Almost?
I didn't catch that.
Is that his gimmick name? Almost? I don't get it.
His last name is something like Almost. It's probably like a nickname of his real name. One more time for those of you who missed it. Something like that. I know it's got a lot of letters. Forgive me. I'm not being disrespectful. I am Black. But it's very long and I'd have to look at but I know his real legal last name starts with an O. So it's probably a play on that.
Because they kept saying, and almost is almost. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry, I don't get it, but I don't know. At first, I thought it was Almas, and I'm like, well, no, that's Andrade's name, but they don't use that anymore. I don't know. I was very confused. But he looked good. I mean, it looked good. Huh?
I'm glad that they're giving names back because, for a while it was taking away people's names.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't allow people to have two names anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can't have that.
Yeah, no. So I thought it was good. Drew retained.
I think Miz should have won because if nothing else, that gives you a built-in match for the Rumble, and he drops it back to Drew at the Rumble.
Right. Yeah. So where are they going from here?
No.
I have the same thought you guys because I have that on my wish list, like what to do with Drew. That's what I'm going to call it. What to do with Drew because they didn't really leave him anything to build upon. Like there's nothing.
Unless there's somebody either coming back that's I can't think of, or they're going to elevate somebody real quick. There's nothing for him to do.
Drew is so the pandemic champ. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad for him because
it's awful.
They're just leaving it on him because they don't really want to do anything else until they can really get some crowds in. So he's doing his best.
Yeah, I don't fault Drew at all. As always, I fault Vincent Kennedy McMahon. But
right,
you can't do anything about that.
I think he knows. I was watching the Stone Cold thing with him after the pay-per-view, and he was saying it himself. He's like, I'm probably the best person that they could have put in that spot during the pandemic and all that because you don't put like the top of the company in that spot. That's it. SmackDown.
Drew was on Austin after the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something that I thought was a fucking Lex Luger pay-per-view, and I was all in.
Don't get me started.
Lex Luger documentary, I was all in.
Don't get me started.
Did you watch it?
No, but it's going to be WWE revisionist history bullshit where
I know
I hit rock bottom, where they don't talk about how he contributed to Miss Elizabeth's death because he was too busy flushing his stash before he called the cops. But we won't talk about that. I've just had demons. And now I'm in a wheelchair. Well, good, because you're a shitty human being.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm just saying, whatever.
Say it with your chest, then, Pump. Say it with your chest.
No, it just bugs me that when they do these things, like the revisionist history it's like we talked about last week with Keith Lee having to like support WWE for being so progressive. Bullshit.
We gotta just wait for the Vice version. So shout out to the people at Vice.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring, Evan Husney and Jason something. You the real MVPs. You want the real story, seek it out on Vice, Dark Side of the Ring.
For sure.
Fair enough.
For sure. But I did watch it, Lex Luthor, and then I watched the thing with Drew talking to Stone Cold, and it was cool to learn some new things about Drew that I didn't know. I like Drew. I do.
Yeah.
I'm not unhappy with the belt on him, but like we've been discussing, what do you do with him now? Like, he has no spoil. They've built nothing for him. Like, they've built everything has been meant to be we'll just do it to this point just in case things get back to normal. And then you get to that point and it's like, oh, it's still fucked up. Okay, well, let's just start a new one until we get back to normal. Oh, it's still fucked up. So they've kind of like boxed him into the corner because they've never given him a fully realized arc.
Yeah, I mean, someone from Raw, you would assume, almost has to win the Rumble. Because really, anybody could fight Roman at this point.
Roman.
But what do you do with Drew? Like, Drew needs that legit challenger who's fighting with a purpose, where it's like, Roman's the shit heel that can just be like, I gotta kick his ass because he's a bad guy. Okay, that works.
Mm-hmm. There's no one there for him because Baron is on SmackDown.
It was on the pre-show tonight. I don't know.
They like bring out Baron once in a while, so infrequently these days that I forget which brand he's on. I don't know. Maybe because he's like the Celtic or no, that's the other one. That's Sheamus. The Scottish guy. Then maybe the King of the Ring and him should have like a thing, and they're both big statuesque guys. Maybe they could do something. Baron works well with everybody. Like, he is always fully immersed in his heeldom. So maybe something with him, but what's the jumping off point? He would have had to come interfere in the match or something. I'm glad they took the Money in the Bank thing off of the Miz. Like, it was dumb how he even got it anyway. So I'm cool with him dropping that shit. And as for Drew is in a corner, and what do you do with him? I don't know. If you guys know what to do with Drew McIntyre, put it in the chat again. Or tweet us at the Illuminati on Twitter. It would be helpful, you guys in the chat. We appreciate all of you who come to the chat every week. If you are on Twitter, please tweet about the show. Tag the Illuminati, all one word, in your tweets, and hashtag Illuminati Wrestling Order. And help us bring some more crazy people up in here, some more wrestling folks, and we would appreciate your tweets if you're on the interwebs like that, so we can just keep these discussion groups going. So that takes care of Drew and Miz and all of that. So where do we go from here? Pumps, where should we go from here?
Next was Carmella and your favorite, Miss Sasha.
Sasha Banks is still the champ. I'm glad the Carmella thing is done, though.
Is it? I mean, I don't know.
I thought for a second they were going to fucking take the belt off Sasha, and I'm not going to lie, I smiled and I laughed, and it was only because I knew that you were pulling your fucking hair out.
If they would have put that damn belt on Carmella, I might not have done it. Because I remember when they did the whole Money in the Bank thing with Carmella and how she got the Money in the Bank briefcase that time, and then they ran it back because there was so much outrage of how Homeboy helped her get the briefcase. Then they gave it to her legitimately, and I don't dislike Carmella, but I just don't think that she is. I put her in the same category with like Lacey Evans, but I do like her ring gear better. Her ring gear was hot tonight. Like, she was looking super hot.
Carmella is hot. But she's, like the 15th best woman wrestler in the company. You know what I mean?
So, she's just so petite, and like she reminds me of my girls that I like from Australia. Like they're good on the mic. They're beautiful. I like their ring gear. I like them, but their wrestling game is
Right.
just womp womp womp.
Sure.
And I'm like,
Sure.
somebody, please, ladies, can we get it?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be so extreme? There's so many women who are good on the mic and not good in the ring. And then you've got people who are good in the ring, like Shayna Baszler, and I don't really need her to talk too much. So, or, I mean, you know, Asuka has found her lane with her wilding out with her Japanese, and that's cool and it works. But yeah, it's just the divide.
Fuck it, we might as well go into that. Speaking of,
Well, I had two things about this, about
Okay.
Bailey and Carmella. My one question is, why does Carmella always have to have a heater? Because she had it with Ellsworth, and now she has it with this other guy. Also, someone needs to tell Corey Graves that Somalia is a place and a sommelier is a wine expert. That's really all I had on that.
I fucking love you for that. That's hysterical.
I mean,
yes.
Somebody should tell him. He should know.
Listen. If you if you're in Somalia and somebody tells you I am the captain now, that's not good.
Yeah.
But if you're in Somalia and a sommelier is offering you some wine, whole different thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. See, now, Nate, you've got to flip that into some lyrics. You know, and see who's really paying attention. That would be like a nice little lyrical little spit there.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. I actually do have a song on my new album called "Look at Me, I Am the Captain Now." So it was very appropriate.
You like the layout?
Yeah, exactly. Alley-oop pumps that has skill.
Yes. Alley-oop the coop. We got to turn you into Laker fans. But yeah, so
Giannis signed his Supermax this week. All is right with the world.
For you kids at home who are confused, if you are, between Somalia and a sommelier, again, a sommelier is an expert on wine. A Somalian is a person from Somalia, which is next to Ethiopia.
It's probably going to be a pirate in the ocean and is going to take over your boat.
Better than a pirate in the sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
That's right. There will be a quiz. Write this down. There will be a quiz next week. So.
But we might as well go into the women's tag title match. I thought that match was really good.
Yeah,
yeah. I thought that was actually the maybe second or third best match of the night.
I'm glad that Charlotte is back. You know, as much as I be talking about, hey, I always put that out there, Charlotte. We need Charlotte. Like, we need that helping to bridge that gap of talent because Charlotte is just so damn good, and she's needed, especially on the Red brand. Good Lord, like something needs to happen over there, right. And then now they can jump off some type of story. Her and Asuka have such a deep-rooted history with each other. Now they can jump something off. Now they're forced. They could probably even do something even better. I don't know. Do you think, okay, they did the same thing with Bailey and Sasha. Do you think that it will be better or worse? Or how do you think, because I mean, obviously that's the direction they're going to go. How do you think this building of this thing now with Asuka and Charlotte is going to go? Because they got Asuka acting a little bit too happy baby face, and I need her to chill a bit with that. So how do you think that's going to go?
Well, it's the same situation as you're kind of in with Shayna and Nia Jax, right? Because Shayna was the straight-laced one and Nia was kind of, you know what I mean? And Charlotte left as a heel. Also, how funny is it that, like, oh, you've been injured and out and had all this work done over the last 6 or 8 months? Oh, good luck. Here's Nia Jax.
Oh my God.
Hope you're healthy.
No, they're gonna sorry. I had a fucking brain fart there. They're gonna pair Charlotte and Almas, right? Because they want to make Almas a main eventer, is what I read somewhere.
I could totally see that. I'm surprised it's been taking them this long. I mean, I never, because now it's easy to do now that Zelina's gone. they can start making whatever it is they
like
want
they
to
can
make
be
them.
they can be the Raw version of the Gargano team, right? Like
Mhm.
the guy and the girl couple that have belts and are killing shit.
Or even like Miz and Maurice, except she's better than Maurice was. I mean, Maurice wasn't terrible, but she ain't no Charlotte.
Dude.
So maybe they'll be like a.
Did you just have
couple.
Maurice and Charlotte in the same breath?
Just in the fact that they both came out with their man. Just in the fact that they came out with their
Well, I mean,
but because really, no. Let me not even disrespect that man like that, because Andrade can really wrestle, and
Andrade is fucking good.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is. And
For my money, give me Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis.
Oh, but we had them for a minute. They dropped the ball.
Yeah, and they did nothing with them, and they came back in ROH, and they're better than ever. Good to see you, Mike and Maria. You too, Matt Taven. The kingdom is back.
Are they better though over there, or is the talent pool just less?
I mean, no, I think they have all the freedom they could ever want, and they excel in that.
That's all it is. In every other promotion other than the WWE, it's the freedom to just go out there and try to get yourself over, and if you fail, and not a writer's problem.
Yeah.
You're also not set up to fail, though.
True. Also true.
You're not given a corny ass hokey script of like, I'm going to punch you in the bum.
Right.
Because you're a bad person.
Don't you disrespect the retribution angle like that?
Didn't Mia Yim have like a stroke a few weeks ago or something?
How this is such a big deal, and it's never on the pay-per-views.
I don't know.
It's never on the shows. It's never on the shows.
I don't know.
Man, retribution. Thank God we have a break from them. You know what I'm saying?
What about Hurt Business looked good?
Yeah, I liked that match. That was good.
That was really good.
They got all mid-card gold tonight. Give me all your mid-card titles. We will give them all to the Hurt Business.
But hey, I like that though. I like that.
Yeah, they got all the mid-card gold, and they are living their best life. And I love that a whole faction. I love when factions have things all together. I wish there was enough women's talent to do. Like, I liked it with Sasha and Bayley, but they needed another person with them to really make it tight. But yeah, salute to the Hurt Business. I would have worn my shirt, but my shirt's dirty. But I would have.
It's a super underrated faction. I like them a lot. I mean, I can't think of another faction that's even anywhere near them on the roster, other than the fucking as the Usos turn. But other than them, I think
they're good for each other. You know what? They're good for each other, because like where one lacks, the other one picks it up. Like MVP is pretty good on the mic as their handler, and he jumps in from time to time. Shelton Benjamin is a killer in the ring as a big man. He's killing and slamming folks. He's not that good on the mic, but Cedric is good enough for him. I
low key want to see the Hurt Business and the Undisputed Era.
Ooh, that could be cool. That could be really cool. Yeah. And
I know some of them dudes will make the Undisputed Era look small, but I don't know. I think it would be interesting.
I'm just more worried about what you do with Lashley, because
they're so talented that it could still be great. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, they're so good together that they could really have some good stuff going there. But
what was that thing they did at the end with the Cedric tagging himself in? Are they already teasing like infighting with them? I don't get it.
Well, you know what? It was always like that from the get-go of how Cedric even came to them. Remember, Cedric was into the thing with Ricochet, and they kept beating them up every week. And they were like, you need to come over here and get with the winning team. And that's kind of how Cedric got to them. But the whole thing, they were like teasing little things like, who gives someone water during a match? Like, why did MVP give Cedric, he was like, here, drink some water. And they made a point of us hearing him. I'm like, is he drugging him? Like, are they? I thought they were kicking I thought they were gonna do a thing where he was all woozy and they were gonna kick Cedric out the faction or something like that. But
They
no,
roofied him mid-match. Now we're talking.
They already did that to the Street Profits and never paid it off. So
exactly.
Well, they can't pay it off now because they fired Zelina because she took a stand.
Right.
Yep. So I don't know if you guys in the chat have some real good conspiracy theories of why that happened. Why did MVP give Cedric some water? Why did he go out of his way to take the tap so he could pin Kofi, which is dope for Cedric, because then that puts him a little bit more over because he gets to pin Kofi. But I'm curious to see what this is going to cultivate in the group. I hope it's not an infighting. I mean, I want it to be an infighting thing, but an infighting thing where it's more like a whose PP is bigger type of situation, and they're all.
Well, that's Shelton hands down. We all know that.
Would you say, Pumps?
I said that's Shelton hands down. Everybody knows that.
It looks like
Jay starts putting in her fucking private search.
Let me find out. No, it was on keeping it. It was on Keeping It 100. They openly discussed. Anyway.
Right. Anyway,
getting away from the hog talk.
That's the IWO show After Dark. So if you're interested in an After Dark show, then let us know. We'll do that one at like midnight. But yeah, so it's gonna. I wonder what they're trying to stoke. I like that they put them over on the New Day. As much as I love the New Day, it's like it's cool that someone else now is going to get a shot and do new things with the title reign. And I hope they have a real plan for them because they're working together really well. But then again, the same thing like with Drew McIntyre. Now what? I guess one of the Uso brothers should be coming back pretty soon because they've been letting him get close to the ring. So maybe they're gonna know that they're on the red brand. Like, what do they do with them? They need spoils to make their reign interesting. So, thoughts, men, on potential spoils for the Hurt Business?
It's just it just feels like they're booking month to month, so it's really hard to even these minor mid-card angles can just go wonky. It's you know what I mean. It's not even worth
for sure.
You know what I mean. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see. So again, in the chat, or if you're on Twitter or whatever, I can't open up my Twitter because of my bandwidth and look and see what you guys are saying. But tag us and let us know any theories that you have on potential spoils for the Hurt Business. But again, salute to them. Salute to Cedric, friend of the show. Maybe we can get him pop in after the new year and see what's going on with him, and if he can give us a little something. If he comes in, we'll probably let him stay in character and do the show.
We'll have to change my lower third on that one. I can't be Pumps because I can't be on here talking all that wild shit about Big Swole and then have him come on.
Fair enough.
We won't tell him that part. So
the best match of the night was just Roman and KO. Let it all hang out. God damn it. They're you knew what you knew that they were gonna bring it, and they did, and I enjoy watching those guys wrestle, whether it's apart or together. I think this is the makings of maybe now. Pumps, forgive me if I'm wrong. Have they wrestled a lot?
No.
They haven't, right?
No.
Like because they were champs at different times and things.
Raw. Steen was on SmackDown.
Right.
Roman was on Raw.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I think this could be the makings of a really good, trilogy or whatever moving forward. I felt the chemistry with them tonight, and I don't know if that's because both them dudes are just fucking good.
Well, the problem is you've already had the blow off, though. You've already had the gimmick match.
It's like Tenet. It's like Tenet, man. They started it at the end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, where do you?
And did it backwards.
I don't know where you would go from here if you've already had a wild ass TLC match.
Right.
You know what? Kevin Owens is so goddamn talented that you can do those. Kevin Owens is just the man. Like anybody who says otherwise is just a big time hater.
You're just not paying attention. You're just not paying attention. Kevin Owens doesn't know how to have a bad match, and it's not even ever. And it's not just his in-ring work, which is fucking crisp as fuck. He just knows how to work a crowd even when the crowd's not there. He knows what to say. He's funny. You know what I mean? Like, I just remember seeing him live a lot, in LA, and he would do this spot even at like house show. I love house shows more than televised shows because they're more fun. The guys get to do different things, and the crowd was so hot, and Owens like threw him against the ropes like he was gonna do a pop-up powerbomb, and then brought him into a headlock, and then just fucking sat there for like 3 minutes and was just yelling Headlock City, and god damn it, it was hilarious.
That's heat, brother.
Oh my god. And the people are talking shit. I'm just like, you don't get it. Like, this is genius.
Yep.
Kevin Owens is he's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Just when I think I've seen, I tweeted that, and I'm asking people, I'm like, tell me a bad match you've ever seen Kevin Owens in, and no one had an answer for that. He just is one of those.
The Mania match with Jericho that put him on Vince's bad side.
Of course, Joe would have an answer for that.
Right, but no, right? Yeah, you're right, Jay. But it's like this. No, it's like this. He's the Simpsons. There isn't a bad Simpsons episode. There are some that are worse than others, but in my opinion, there isn't a bad episode of The Simpsons.
There's 20 seasons that are worse than others, but okay.
Oh my Christ. We can't even have this talk right now. We're sticking to wrestling, Pumps, because
drink your drink. You drink your Malibu.
Which one? I got Malibu and I got Dr. Pepper.
But
drink your Malibu.
Okay.
But yes, heel Roman is I love him. I think it's great. I don't think this has ever been said at any point in pro wrestling. I wish there were more members of that family that could work in a stable. I wish Umaga was alive. I wish Yoko was alive to be a manager.
They are just, I mean, it's
fun. It's fun.
Roman the asshole, which is what I completely believe he's like in real life, with fine ass. Paul Heyman Paul's gonna make it good anyway. No matter what, they finally utilized this head of the table Jey Uso thing properly. Just enough interference, but not enough to diminish Roman in the ring. They did that part right. All the while, Kevin Owens is getting his ass beat and kicking ass and talking shit and performing at a high level. The pace of the match was even incredible for who these guys are, and the spots and the breaks and the ladders and the table. That match was crazy. That was crazy.
Great. It was fantastic.
So
and then we saw a murder.
Yeah, and then we saw whatever the fuck this fire match was.
I would like to say,
take the lead.
Well, first off, they blew that it was pre-taped because Bray Wyatt was missing a contact in the first shot when they were in the ring. He had one blue eye and one creepy clown eye, and then for the rest of the match, he had both contacts in. So they already blew that it wasn't live. I don't even like. So it's an Inferno match, but it's not. But how do you win? Because previous Inferno matches, there has been fire, but not like this. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know what my issue is with how they treat the Fiend And I absolutely love The Fiend as a character. I love the character. I love how Bray Wyatt does it. I think he's so creative and so interesting. But why make him that type of character to have him get beat all the time in the matches? Like, if you're going to do like these creative, you don't have to put a belt on him. Like, he's one of them guys, he don't need no belt. Like the Undertaker. Make him into a big mythical creature that people can beat and use him specifically for cinematic type of things. Because visually, it was wrecking. I'm like, yes, okay, his intro's bomb. The little fire was looking tight. I mean, does Randy Orton have to, like, where was Alexa Bliss? Why wasn't she in, they spent weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of having her as a factor in the match. She's not even there. Like, she should have popped up in the ring and then maybe disappeared in the ring, like, even if it was just for a moment. But I don't understand why they insist on having the Fiend be beatable if he's a thing, an entity like he is, that's kind of half human and half not. It's so stupid. They rob Bray Wyatt of the payoff every time.
That's the problem. Here's the problem. Yes, you're right. And that's the problem, is that he got the moniker too early in his career that he doesn't need a belt. And that he's, you know what I mean, this Undertaker-esque, the new millennium Undertaker-esque, and he's good. You know, he doesn't need shit. Well, the problem is that you fucking beat him all the time, and now that's almost gone. Like, I don't look at Bray like that anymore.
No.
I did as little as a year ago.
Until the Rollins Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
that's the night the Fiend died.
Exactly.
The DQ Hell in a Cell. That was the night the Fiend died.
They fucked him.
And they had it back. They had it back Mania with Cena and the Firefly Funhouse match. They had it back.
Great. Yes.
They had it back and then pissed it right away again.
Right. Yes. And just
I don't know why are they mad at him?
No, they think that, oh, whatever, he sells tons of merch, people love him.
Right. It doesn't matter. Right. And it's like it matters.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Because once everybody buys that merch, then what?
Right. And I know Randy Orton is a fucking Hall of Famer, and he's, you know, one of the most fluid, you know, effortless workers, prodigies in history. I just don't fucking care. I don't care. The only thing that would make me care about Randy Orton is if he jumped to another promotion. And that's just listen, he had that feud with Edge, and guess what? It was about Edge. You know, I just don't care. I saw Randy Orton was wrestling Bray, and I just went, okay, great. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it really ended the show on sort of a weird note, because I think they had a really good show going, and then they kind of shit the bed at the finish line.
Yeah. When I looked at the time and how much time was left in the show, I was like, this shit's about to be whack. Like,
yeah.
I liked the flaming fucking rocking chair. I thought that was cool.
Yep.
You know, they can obviously, because there's no crowd, they can do a different style of flames, like around the bed. Like, there was aspects of it that was kind of cool. I just, and Bray was pretty ballsy taking the flaming jacket, right?
Oh no, he had a fire suit on underneath. You didn't see it. The armpits gave it away.
Oh, I didn't.
And
sorry,
you couldn't see his chest tattoo. Why am I the only one? You're in the movie. You look at props and things. How am I the one to notice?
Because I was half-ass watching it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there you go.
And then now, what do you do with him? Now that he got murdered in the middle of the ring, you can't even bring him back. You can't. How do you bring him back? What, does he come back now as a normal person? It's like, it's just so ridiculous, and they totally killed a really cool, interesting character by just not knowing how to handle it. And that really sucks, because he was one of the few bright spots for me.
He was.
I'm saying this right now on December 20th, 2020. If Pumps, what's Bray's real name?
Rotunda. God damn it. I don't know. Something Rotunda.
If he reinvents himself again with another character down the road and gets it over, he's got to be up there with the greatest wrestlers of the last 20 years.
I mean, he could come out as IRS tomorrow and I'd love it.
I know. The Cape Fear Bray Wyatt was so awesome to me, and they fucking ruined it.
Yeah, they ran it into the ground.
And then he came up with the Fiend, which is ridiculous, and got it over and made us like it. And now they're burying that. If he could come back with another, he's Jericho level at that.
He should come back as a boat captain like his dad.
Yeah. He comes out in the varsity back.
What even screws the pooch even more, though, is now you've also ruined Alexa Bliss's character. So now what
she's evergreen.
So now it's something different, but they had her doing some. I think that Alexa Bliss is very, very injury prone now. You know, she's had some really bad, like really not good injuries that have kept her out of the ring. So this was a good way to keep her relevant and wrestling just enough and bumping just enough to be in the mix. But now it's not under the influence anymore.
Yeah, but she can get out of it the easiest because that's all she has to say is like, "Oh, I'm not under his spell anymore. He's gone. I'm free now. Done."
So what do you mix her back in with now? So does she go back to with Nikki Cross and they become a tag team again, and then they challenge Asuka and Charlotte, or do something like that, or do you throw her in the mix with Bianca Belair and all of them? No, because she's not. I don't really want to see her in the mix with Bianca and Shayna and
she could have a program with Bayley just until for the Rumble or Mania season or whatever, just to whoever wins the women's Rumble. Maybe that's it. Maybe she goes away until the women's Rumble. She goes away until the women's Rumble, comes back as the new Alexa Bliss. The end. I don't know.
Maybe she's getting ready to get married because she's got engaged. So maybe she's going to take a little time off, do a little wedding or whatever. So maybe. I don't know. But
let's close out strong because this show didn't.
Love the Fiend's entrance and all that. But yes, let's close out strong. Let's talk about our best of the year. Beginning with you, Nate. Or who wants to go first? Nate, Pumps, who do you want to go first?
I'll go first. I can run down my best men, best woman, and best matches from each.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go with my best match of the year was Walter versus what's the guy's name? Pumps Ilya Dragunov. That's my match of the year. I don't even need to say any more about it. It was one of the most brutal fucking things I've ever watched. It was hard to watch. Them boys, buddy, put it all out there.
No nonsense pro wrestling match of the last 10 years.
Yeah, I agree. It was incredible. And that's NXT UK. You can see it on the network. Just Google it. It'll pop up everywhere. My best female match of the year is going to be Sasha and Bayley.
Which one?
The first one. I mean, the first one as of recently.
Yeah.
So
not Hell in a Cell, the other one.
Yeah, not Hell in a Cell, the other one. Yes. It was a blow off that we all waited for. I thought that they let it all hang out, and they're just amazing performers. My male superstar of the year is Roman Reigns. Because he's the one guy that has stuck out to me because he turned heel. And he's doing such a great job at it. And there's other guys that have had better matches throughout the year and things of that nature. But the Roman Reigns being heel is awesome, and I really hope that they keep it going.
But he wrestled for 5 out of the 12 months.
I get it. I understand. But when I think of, if you were to ask me what my 2020 Wrestler of the Year is, it's Roman Reigns, because he's the guy that's got me most interested.
I got you.
I'm most interested in where that is going. Okay, pumps, dick.
No, that's fine. No, I'm in this, like, if it was a different category and if next week we do a big award show, I will definitely give Roman Reigns, like, comeback of the year or something.
Okay, I got it.
But
yeah.
Overall wrestler of the year, and I'll get into my thoughts on that, but.
And I'm also not going to lie, I didn't think about it very hard.
I mean, that's probably the best barometer. No, seriously, like the one the one you don't have to think about, where you're like, oh, it's definitely him.
It's an honest answer.
Yeah, and listen, there were I thought Kyle O'Reilly was amazing this year as of recently. I think Kyle O'Reilly has had a best year of his career in singles competition. You know what I mean? No?
I mean, he was ROH World Champ. That was a great run.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed that.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah. So, okay, and female of the year is going, and I'm not even gonna try to. What's the girl's name from NXT Pumps? Io Shirai.
Shirai, yeah.
Io Shirai. That's my girl. Io Shirai.
Yep.
Io Shirai. I'm not gonna lie, didn't really know a lot about her. Watched 3 or 4 of her matches this year, as she was the main female event in a lot of the NXT takeovers, and she's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she came on strong later in the year after the Rhea and Charlotte program, but during the pandemic, she really stepped it up once they put the belt on her.
I think she had great match. She was great in the War Games. War Games. She was just every time I saw her wrestle, I was thoroughly impressed, and she left a mark on me as well. Okay, next.
Mr. Pumps.
So I have for my women's match of the year is Io Shirai and Candice LeRae from Halloween Havoc.
Okay.
I had a hard time picking between one of the Sasha Baileys. Probably the Hell in the Cell would have been my choice, and then Rhea and Charlotte at WrestleMania.
I have to rewatch that one, because you bring that one up a lot.
It was great.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think maybe that flew under the radar to
because it was so long ago and so much has changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just one that's always stuck out. And then the men's match, and there's not even a close second, is from the G1.
Oh, there it is. I knew we were going to get a fucking New Japan match.
I mean, I know you didn't see it. I know you got, and that's fine. But I will talk about the greatness that was this match. Even with the shenanigans and the heel turn at the end, this match was phenomenal. I haven't seen work like this since Okada Omega. And New Japan is just consistently the best promotion as far as wrestling for the last, Nate, 6 years?
Easily.
Yeah. So that's that for me. And then my wrestler of the year for the females, I just wrote down a couple of names. I picked Sasha, Bayley, Kaylee Ray, Rhea, and Io Shirai. And this was part of my Steiner math. I went with Bayley, so I didn't feel bad about not giving her match of the year. But I think, and this is what I was going to say when Nate was talking about Roman, is I think consistency was a big factor for me in this. WWE never stopped. WWE and AEW never stopped. New Japan took a break. NXT kind of took a half-ass break. NXT UK took a break. Ring of Honor took a break. Everybody's taking a break, but week in and week out, Bayley has been there and crushed it.
Sure.
So
yeah,
she got the nod from me. And for the men, this is
the first full year as the heel too, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I want to say she turned late in the year last year.
Yeah. Right. That's what I mean. Like, it was her first. Yeah. which is good.
Which
is good. And I'm really glad they let her do that because they don't do
absolutely.
that.
Yeah. And then on the men's side, I had AJ, Drew, Cody, Kenny, Will Ospreay, and Okada. And again, my Steiner math, I gave it to Cody.
Okay.
Because never stopped. And really what sealed the deal for me, it wasn't his TNT championship run. It wasn't like that factored into it. But here's a match that you forgot about was in 2020. His cage match with Wardlow in the Omni when he flipped off the top of the cage. That was this year.
Right, I remember seeing highlights of that. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Cody is my male superstar of the year.
Good choice.
Okay, I like it.
Good choice.
What you got, Jay?
Jay.
Okay, so I will start with my matches of the year. For my match of the year, like you guys, Sasha Bailey, Hell in a Cell was it for me because those women beat the hell out of each other. And it was so good and so epic and just entertaining. And the history between the two of them, the work rate level was bananas. So salute to those ladies. For my male match of the year, I was crazy about the cinematic matches this year. Those were doing it for me. So I took a AJ Undertaker Boneyard match was the match of the year for me because I liked all the drama and the creepy and the campiness of it. I thought it was cool.
That was my number 2. That was my
that was high. That was high on my list also.
Yeah.
So I really like that. And then my Mad Wrestler of the Year, for the same reasons, I had to give it to Drew McIntyre. The only reason why I didn't give it to Roman is because it wasn't a full year because he was out for the same exact criteria. Like I don't think many men could have held it down like Drew did. He really did a good job with what he had. You know, he waited his whole life for this moment to be the champ, only for it to come in an empty arena. And he's still been like gracious and still performing at a high level. And, you know, he has really grown on me because at first I was just, Drew McIntyre, I guess, you know. But when I really loved him, when he Claymore kicked the shit out of Brock Lesnar out of the ring, it was like my man. I'm like, yes, get his ass out of there, his part-time ass. But
yeah, he was high on my list too.
I just thought that was great. And then for the same reason, my women's wrestler of the year was Bayley because I wanted for years for Bayley to lose the pigtails and be a bitch, and I wanted that so bad because I knew she would be good, and she did it. And then when she finally really got into the groove of doing it, I'm like, woo, Bayley really got a little bitch in her. She is really doing it. And just, again, work rate, training, performance. She's good with anybody you put her in with. So Bayley is my girl. Bayley really did her thing in 2020. So salute to all these wonderful people and their talents and their bumps and bruises and all the moments you gave us in 2020 in a real tough year for your industry.
Yes.
So real quick, we're gonna wrap it up pretty quick, but everybody gets a wish for Christmas. If you could have a wish for pro wrestling, starting with you, Nate, what wish would you want for pro wrestling if you could have something for Christmas?
I really hope that I hope we all have the exact same answer, and it's fans again. And I know that it's not fucking pumps. God damn it. I know it's not. I know in all states, I guess. I also read that as soon as we can have real fans and WrestleMania comes here to LA in 2022, that we're gonna get Rock and Roman.
Oof, I would love that.
I heard that's what they're holding out for at some point, and they want to do it in LA for obvious reasons. And you know, Pumps, you'll be on my couch. Jay, we'll be doing this three-way dance live. Yeah, oh for sure, it'll be awesome
because it's right down the street.
Yeah, we'll be going to NXT. We'll be doing all the stuff.
Can Rose and I have matching rompers? That's
Joe, I'm talking to you, Joe.
Josh too.
Boss. Oh, no, Josh is with us. Josh is down here with the working men.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Josh is swinging a beer with the working men. He's here. We're talking to the head honcho, the Hefe. Joe, when we get crowds again, the Illuminati Wrestling Order, the bastard stepchild of the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm. I think
we're ready to ride.
The real
ready to
hurt
ride. We're ready to ride.
We would kill a live show though. For like,
100%. And I know I'm doing my end of the show gimmick where I shit on all the Illuminati stuff other than our show. But I love it all. And you should subscribe to all of it. The Illuminati is fantastic across all platforms, from Star Trek to Power Rangers to wrestling to all that stuff. You didn't even ask me, and I'm going into my end of the show promo.
Right.
Nathan has skill on all the stuff. Yeah, stay safe. Be good to each other. Have a good Christmas. We'll be here before your New Year. And
I'm holding you to that.
100%.
I like that. I liked all of that. Sir Pumps, what is your wish?
My one wish.
The one that we can share on the show.
Yes, no. I want more. I want easier access to Stardom, because I have been trying to get into Stardom, and it's just, it's not easy to access, and I hate it. Stardom is the sister promotion to New Japan, where they do the women's wrestling.
God damn it! I had no idea what you were talking about, and I was about to say Stardom. You mean?
Wow, that's so deep. I thought he meant like
us to be famous.
An easier chance to be superstars.
You're thinking he's talking about wrestlers. I'm thinking he's talking about our fucking show, and he's talking about some website.
Of course, I want the show to be successful.
I want easier access to Stardom too.
And I'm about that. Yeah, like guys who just need a chance, who just need a shot. I'm thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Mom's spaghetti. Vomit on my sweater already.
There you go. Yeah, I want to be able to watch Stardom easily.
It also sounds like a porn channel. I don't know. What is Stardom? You're gonna need to give some more.
It's the sister promotion to New Japan.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Fair enough. OnlyFans New Japan.
No, I don't simp.
I'm teasing. All right,
Catching off Martina.
There it is.
I gotta get all my shit in.
And Jay?
And of course, where the people can find you, Pumps.
Oh, Pump61 on Instagram. Anything else? It's not me. I don't have the Facebooks.
None of the books of faces. Okay, so let me see. My Christmas wish for pro wrestling is, and I don't even watch AEW incessantly like that, but I would wish that they give the women an opportunity to practice with each other, because the sport as a whole, when all the entities are performing at a high level, it's overall better for everyone. It's not you're going to steal my shine, because what is meant for you is meant for you. But I just would like them to cultivate some type of a training space for the ladies over at AEW, so they can be bombed too, so they can make money, so they can sell merch, and they can be considered among the best. They just need an opportunity to really practice with each other. So I want the Rhodes family and all of them folks who are associated with that to create them some type of a performance center where they can practice with each other. So.
Oh man, speaking of the Rhodes family, I got one of my Christmas presents early. Thank you, imaginary Jesus. Brandy is pregnant. She will not be in the ring anymore.
I swear to God, I need a t-shirt that says, "Thank you, imaginary Jesus."
Oh my God. He pumps on it though, like a silhouette with the hands and the beard and everything.
Like the Seth Rollins t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God, that's great.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
great.
Christmas came early.
Congratulations. The Rhodes family gave you two presents this year. One, Cody was your superstar of the year, male superstar of the year. And two, they got pregnant, so Brandy is off television. You should write them a fucking thank you card.
Listen, I'm already pissed though. That baby's got heat with me, because that thing is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
That baby is going to come out modeling for anybody it wants to.
That
and I'm already heated.
Looking like Jason Jordan. Who was the one that was Kurt Angle's pretend kid on the show?
Yeah, Jason Jordan.
Kind of look like that. So,
but hopefully with a strong neck.
With a what?
stronger neck.
Oh, strong. I thought you said soft neck. I was like,
No, yeah, didn't Jason Jordan fuck his neck up?
yeah.
All right. Anyway, hey, it's been great, guys.
Just make sure you follow the Illuminati, even over the holidays. Go watch the old stuff over the holidays. The Illuminati on all platforms. Follow me, Giandra.LaBeouf, now on Instagram, and Bad Culture TV. I'm probably not going to make it to the 10K, but I did make it past, I got to 8,700. So that's cool. Much better than I thought I would do. But make sure follow the Illuminati. Everybody have a wonderful Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Fake Jesus. Whatever you doing, do it well and have a great holiday season. And we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.